Ladies and gents, this is the moment you waited for. This is how a song that I like starts, but it's actually true for this one because now we have GrooveMail and it's working, and we will be creating our first campaign with you guys basically together and connecting it to GroovePages and sending out emails together. So I'm looking forward to this session, and I believe you are too. Um, GrooveMail is an app that we were waiting for a long time. When it came out, it had some difficulties, but that has been changed now. There was two big updates to it that ironed out a lot of small issues that it had. So now we are ready to do some training with it. So in the upcoming videos, when I will be doing any kind of build or any kind of basically something that requires an opt-in form or a contact form or something like that, we'll be using GrooveMail. And GrooveMail is a software that is not your email inbox. So a lot of people are saying, how can I get my domain connected to GrooveMail and receive emails into GrooveMail? So GrooveMail is not something you receive emails to. GrooveMail is an autoresponder software, is an email marketing software, which is used to send emails to your list. So one to many. This is what GrooveMail does. I did a full overview video of GrooveMail. Um, I believe it was last week, if I'm correct. So in case you're looking for all the functions that are available at this point in GrooveMail, I would suggest you to have a look there. What we will do today is actually a step-by-step guide on how to start and create your campaign and actually send out emails to the people that join your list. So that's what we are doing today. So let's just have a look who is with us. Um, okay, nice. So I have Brad Case watching us here. Hey, David. Darcy is with us. Good morning from sunny Vegas. I'm super excited for GrooveMail. Eldon is already on YouTube and basically on Facebook as always. So it's good to have you here, Eldon. Thank you very much for doing that. Keisha Fox is watching us. Good morning, all. Christine Case saying hello. We have Natasha saying hello. We have Dean over here. Hey, David. It's good to see you. Your name, Dean. When you're watching us on YouTube, it's actually easier. Probably for you as well. You don't have to comment your name. Dean has, in case you're not familiar yet, Dean has some problems with when he's watching us through Facebook. His name doesn't show up, even though he approved StreamYard. So Arland is watching us saying hi. Dwight is here. Hey, man. Pierre is saying great stuff. David Lemon. Alicia saying hello. I have a Facebook user, Subra Singapore. So in case this is you, I would suggest you to please just click on the link in the description of this video in Facebook, or just head over to streamyard.com/Facebook. This way I will be able to see your name whenever you have a question later on down the line. And also you just need to do it once, because then we will see your name anytime in the future when we have any streams. Who else? So Rick is watching us. Hello from Orlando. Awesome. Kevin is here saying hey. Darcy Hall, oh my god, so excited. I have a local business client that we moved their website from WordPress on Bluehost to GroovePages. Okay, so much faster. We need to integrate mail for the contact forms. Absolutely. Ideal Canada. Nice. John Jameson saying hello. Greetings from the Philippines from Marvin. Michelle is here. Yeah, they're saying, wow, we see Dean. Yeah, absolutely. We can see him now. Joseph is here. Hi, this is Joseph. Syed saying, hey. Groove Treasure TV. Good morning, David. This is Kurt from Santa Barbara, California. Awesome. Good to have you here, guys. So now that I read out a couple of names, thank you very much for joining in. I have a lot more over here. So Bernard, Noel, Matthias. What I want to do is actually start. I don't want to make this longer than it should be. So I just want to point out some things that we had a couple of updates to GrooveMail, and just today we had deployment of new updates which fixed certain issues that were not allowing users to send out their emails. For example, using a campaign which is a broadcast. So I believe this should need to be broadcast. So the email was not being sent out for some reason. Now this was fixed today. I was working with the devs on that one, and this is now working. And sequences were showing a status as draft, even though the sequence was sent out. This is now also fixed. Also to the forms, I will show you what all these means. But whenever you created a form, you had the option to actually put in check boxes. So when somebody fills out the email name, and then you give them options like what is your niche, for example, and then like health, wealth, relationship, they can tick one. And then these check boxes were giving an error message for everybody that wanted to submit that form. And custom fields identifier should not accept special characters. So in case you have a custom field and basically it is not accepting these special characters like commas and these things like this. Characters, add custom field identifier, and field label does not reset to default. So we had a field that was not resetting, and it should have been. This is now fixed as well. So most of these bugs were reported in the bug reporting channel inside feedback with groovefunnels.com. We have GrooveMail bugs over here. So our dev team were going through and then having a look through these ones, and the most important issues that were actually not allowing users to use GrooveMail correctly. For example, email sequence action toggles crash the page. So this is not happening anymore. And I'll show you actually how to use all this. So in case you're interested in all the fixes that were done, you can have a look at this image over here. There was another one, which was on 22nd of September. It was GrooveMail 1.1 update. It also came up with a couple of different things, like now you can put in links into your email broadcast. Before it was not an option. Now we can also see the source code or put in HTML in our email editor. The form analytics were not connected to the database, so it was not updating the numbers correctly and things like this. So in case you want, you can have a look at these images. You can find them in the group, and the easiest way to do that is either go to the announcements tab in popular topics in posts. So in case you are just in the Facebook group, let me just refresh over here. You just click here, announcements, and then you will see all the announcements that we did. One of them was this update today, and there is another update on that one previously. So that is about the updates. So I believe we are now equipped with all the knowledge we need to go in and then start creating our email sequence. So before I do that, I actually wanted to create our page where we will collect the information from the users, okay, so that we have some sort of understanding what we are doing. So I will go into GroovePages and create a new site from a template, okay, so not my templates, but just the normal templates that we have. And if you remember, today is Template Friday. I will be putting up a announcement of that as well. But for now, the team is slowly putting out their templates. As you can see here, we have also started publishing full-on websites. So there is a course website. This is one of the first websites that we have now available. And this is a contact us page. This is a single course page. This is a membership course homepage and things like that. So Template Friday. We have templates going to be published today. But let's just have a look at a template that we could use for this case. And let's just see. I didn't plan this out. As you can see, I wanted to keep it up to the interpretation. So let's just use this one, digital marketing opt-in. And let's just continue with this niche. Like we are having what are we having? Digital marketing, create a 6-figure lead generation funnel. Okay, so this is, for example, a funnel business, and we're promoting our training where we will teach people how to create funnels. Okay, so let's just go with this example, and what we will do is use this page So when the button is clicked, it shows a pop-up which will have the form. Users who fill out this form, they are signed up to our email sequence and will start getting emails slowly. So let's just publish this one just so that we have it. And this will be our email sequence. Okay. Publish. Awesome. So Darcy's saying, I love Fridays. The new templates are like Christmas every week. Absolutely. And we have quite a lot of new templates coming out. Most of the templates, because I asked them to do, the designers to do website templates, so people will have pre-made website templates from now on. It's a bit hard for us to create them and categorize them before our filtering and categorization, so it will be a bit strange having all these pages separate. But once we have this funnel sharing feature and the actual categorization, you'll be able to click on a website, for example, the homepage of the website. Once you click on it, it will show you all the other pages as well, so you can choose from there. But that is it for now. That's just the workaround that we are doing for now. So this is now our sales page. So now we have a sales page, and now when we have that design, we can go and create our email sequence. So what happens after somebody clicks this button, enroll for free? I want a pop-up to appear, but in order to have something on the pop-up, we need to create a form. So form will be asking the visitors of this page for their name, for their email. What else? What do we need for a training? Yeah, actually, that is it for this training. We will probably not need anything else. So name and email is more than enough. Um, that we can start doing that. So now that we published our page, we can click over to GrooveMail. So I will open GrooveMail in a new tab. And this is GrooveMail. As you can see, we have 0 contacts, 0 open, 0 clicks. This is some kind of analytics that you will be able to see once you have your sequences and campaigns up and running. But the first thing when you come into GrooveMail is you need to create an email list. And this email list will be used, it's like a bucket, okay? So people that will click to the enroll now, enroll me for free button, they will be coming to your bucket, and this bucket will be called I don't know, lead generation training. Okay, so lead generation training, this will be the bucket for the people that came through this site. This will be the bucket for the people that are interested in lead generation. This will be the bucket for the people that we can target later on with topics related to lead generation. So the list is very important. This is type of a sheet of paper, or let's just say a spreadsheet, where you collect all the interested people that that want to know certain things about a certain topic. Okay, so that's a list, and this is the first thing that we need to create when we come to actually set up this email automation. So how do we set up an email list? We click to leads, click over to lists, and I had the lemon list. This was a test list that I was using for testing sending emails, but we'll start from scratch. So in case you don't have any list created yet, you just click over to new list, and we will say lead generation training list. Okay, so this is the name of it, and in the description, I really like to type in what this list is about. This list is for people that join through the lead generation training. Okay, the lead generation training page. Okay, create a list. So the description is something for yourself. It's not something that the customers will see, but in case you have a lot of different lists for a different business, for a different project, it will make it easier for you to understand, okay, what did I do this for? Who am I having on this list? So this is where the description comes in handy. So now that we created the list, we can click to actions and edit. Or actually, no, this is it. So we created we created a folder. You can think of it as a folder where we will be collecting all the people that we want to target and that we want to send out emails to later on. Okay, so now that we have a list, this is the most basic thing that I will show you. The next thing we need is forms. So we'll not go into creating leads, tags, segments. This is a bit more advanced. We just need a list. We need to have a way for the people to come in to that list, and this is done by the forms. So we'll just create a simple form. We click on forms over here, click on form here. I will delete, or actually I cannot delete my form yet. That will be coming soon. But what I will do is lead generation training form, okay? That I can differentiate my forms that I have. So if you remember, I said we need the email, we need the first name. I will also like to collect the last name, and basically that is it. I will not need any other information. So let's just add a new field. New field, you can click over here to field identifier, and you already have some standard fields that are pre-made for you. In case you want to create your custom ones, we will also do that one just to see. So we'll create the last name, and because I want to add on a last name, so my existing field's last name, and then we click save. Now we have email, first name, last name, and basically that is it. If we want to create a custom field, I will show you how to do that. So you go to create a custom field. Creating a custom field had two steps. One step is to create it, then the second step is to add it on, and I will show you how to do it. So the field identifier, I want to ask for the website URL. Just leave it lowercase, website URL. So the field identifier is an ID. This is something that will be used in the backend code to differentiate the different fields. So the email will be sending over the email. The name will be sending over the name. This field will be sending over the website URL. Okay. So I want this to be a text input, and the default text will be please enter your website URL. Something like that. Okay, so once I click save, it has not been added on my form. Okay, this is the step one. Now we created it. Now the step two is to actually choose it. So now we just come here to field identifier of the existing field, because now we created it. It is an existing field, and we have the website URL over here. Once you select this, it is actually now appearing on our form. Okay, so let's just go on to the next step and set up the form. So we can have a single opt-in or a double opt-in. The single opt-in is basically when somebody comes to your form, they're basically good to go. They don't need to do anything else. But in case you turn on the double opt-in, and this is required in the European Union and the countries in Europe, they do this double opt-in because of an added security. So it's not only that you can send them emails, but they need to confirm that you can send them emails. So this is very good for security in case you don't want to have a lot of spam basically send out, because somebody can just sign up to your form, and if you don't have this double opt-in, they will probably be just coming on your list and filling up your list, and then at the end you will have thousands of contacts, but like 800 of them or so could be bots or things like this. So it's very smart to put in a double opt-in so that the people actually need to confirm that they want to hear from us again. So now you have here the sender info. You can send out an SMS that will be coming soon, or by email. And in the confirmation content, you actually create the email that will be sent out. So once they sign up to your form, they put in their email, their first name, last name, their website URL. They will immediately receive an email. Please confirm, or please click here to confirm your subscription, or something like that. And that's the text that you type in here. So please confirm your subscription, references or something like that. subscription preferences. The preview text is something that it will show up here as a preview. For example, in the Twitter, this one is a preview of it. I will just leave it blank, and then I will leave this on this default text. It already has the opt-in confirmation link, so you don't have to do anything else. In case you delete it by mistake, you can just see it from here very easily. Opt-in confirmation link is the last one inside the dynamic variables. Okay, so I'll just continue with this one. You can also set up the confirmation page in case you want to send them to a page that you created within GroovePages. That can be also an option to do. You just paste in the URL of the page you want to send them to. And it doesn't have to actually be GroovePages. You can do it with any other platforms out there. I'll be just teaching you how to do it with GroovePages. So success URL in case you want to forward it to people somewhere else after they submitted, they confirmed the form. You actually put this link in there. So let's just have a look at where we can send them. Let's just send them to the Groove Digital Facebook group, like that. I believe that would be cool. And you can send them anywhere. In case you created a thank you page, or in case you created a funnel and you want to send them immediately after they signed up, you want to send them to your funnel. So now first they signed up, they're interested in your training, but you can also send them to your website, to your funnel, to learn more about your products that you offer and things like this. You can put in the success page URL in here, or the success page URL. You can also send them to just a normal thank you page which says success, thank you for confirming. Now you have accessed the basically you have successfully confirmed your subscription preferences or something like that. So let's just leave it Facebook group. Good. We're missing something over here, confirmation page URL. Let's just use this one over here. Success page I don't want to use. See if, yeah, we need to use it as well. Good. So welcome email, you can send out a welcome, sorry, in case somebody confirmed, I want to hear from you, you can immediately send out a welcome email from the form settings. You can do this by sending out an email, and this is good in case your page is promising a freebie. You can do that immediately over here. You can set up your welcome email. Thank you very much for joining our the lead generation training course. My name is David, and I'm looking forward to be working with you. However, here is your freebie, and then you can basically put in a link for that one. I'll be showing that in the next step. But for now, let's just click Done Send, okay? We can continue to list and tags. So this is where we actually decide the people that will fill out their name, last name, email, and the website, where are they going? And as you remember, we created the lead generation training list, and this is where we want to add them. So this is the bucket that we want to put them into. So when we selected, we need to click the add button so that it appears over here as pink. And then after that, we can click save and next. In case you want to tag them or put them in a sequence immediately, you can do that. For now, I'll just not do anything else there. Perfect. So what we have here is it says, congratulations, your form has been created. What next? Paste this code in your landing page, embed code. Okay, so let's just copy the embed code, and let's now work with the pop-up. As I mentioned, I want to have this button open a pop-up, and the pop-up will be having the form that people need to fill out. So let's just create a pop-up together. So if I click over here to pop-up, create a new pop-up, and this will be our lead, actually the sign up form. Okay, and this is a standard pop-up that we want to activate using a button. And on which page the pop-up appears, we only have one page at this moment, so this is where it will be. And now here we can select a template that we want for our pop-up. I usually suggest you to do this. Once you select a template, you will be able to edit your form, the embed form, much easier. So let's just come to the Elements tab, scroll down almost to the bottom where it says Others, and here you have a code embed element. If you take this code embed element, click and drag it over to the page, you can have this one on your pop-up. If we close the sidebar, We can click on this embed your code, click the cogwheel, and this opens up a source code editor. Here we just need to paste in the code we copied over from here, from GrooveMail, okay? We just paste it in, and the next step, just click save. Now, as you will see here, it is loading in the form, and this is our form. As you can see here, it is loaded in, and now we can see it on the pop-up. However, I don't want all this. For example, I don't want the button on here. I don't want, for example, this this text. I don't want over here. So I just want this text, and not even this text, like the description I will delete. I just want the heading. And here I will write, please fill out your details to sign up for the training. Okay, so as you've seen, as I was typing, the container was expanding, and this is because it was set up like that. So we can actually choose the text itself, click to turn on the expert mode, and we can choose the sizing of the text. I want to make it smaller, and as you can see, the container is set up to be 100% of the size with that's following the elements inside. So I believe this is now looking good. We can also put it a bit smaller, 40%. It looks a bit more professional. And then let's just save and publish it. Let's just test it out, how it works. So as my lovely friend Christine Case told me about the name I could be using for testing, Bob Orange. So Bob will be our text guinea pig for this thing now. I actually remember that I didn't connect the button with the actual pop-up. So in order to do that, I just need to come back to the builder, click the button here up to configure and link to a pop-up. Okay, and then I can connect it to the sign up form pop-up that we created. After that, we just need to publish one more time, and then we can make Bob sign up for our training. Good. So let's just reload. Hopefully now when we press this button, the pop-up opens with a form on it. As you saw, it was pretty quick. So this way, Christine is smiling. This way we have something that the people can fill out in order to come to our list. So let's just put in my email so that we can see that the email was delivered. So let's just use my test email, and then Bob Orange. The website URL, I'll just type in groovefunnels.com. Okay, submit. Once this is submitted, we send them over to the Groove Digital official, and this is what was set up, that they are going on there after they fill out the form. In the meantime, I should have gotten, or it is being sent out now. Let me just click to open my emails. I will receive an email very soon. Please confirm your subscription preferences, okay? And as you can see here, we just need you to confirm the subscription by clicking the link below. It's a long it's a long link that once you click, it is redirecting people to the link that we set up. So in case here you would have had success, thank you for confirming your preferences, then it would have, the software would have sent out the people over there. However, we set up the Facebook group to be for the people to be sent over there, and this way we had the Facebook group opened. So we confirm now it is working. Let's just save and exit and have a look at our lists. Over here, we have one active contact in the lead generation training list. Okay, so let's just see if we can have a look who that is. If we click on the leads button, we can see that there is a Bob Orange guy. Let's just click on his name and see. Okay, so this is Bob Orange. There is no image. There is no tags, there are no lists. Here we will see the recent activities, like they purchased something, or they signed up to a newsletter, or they changed tags, or things like this. Here we will have other information like sequences, emails, transactions, subscription. You will be able to to have a look at that. But in case you want to update the lead, you can just click the edit button, and then you can update it here with different tags, with different lists and things like that. So for now, I don't want to do anything else. I know that we have Bob Orange. He was put on our list, which is called the lead generation training list. So now let's do something funky. Let's go out and actually create a sequence. A sequence is an automated way to send out emails. If somebody comes to your list, send them an email immediately. Welcome to da 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 da. Send them an email after that, in after 1 day, for example, with a new email. Then send them one other offer, and then send them this and send them that. So this is an automated way of communicating with your customers, with your interested audience. The automated way. So you set this sequence up once, and whoever comes into your sequence, they will be actually receiving the same email 1, email 2, email 3, and so on. So let's just create a sequence for our lead generation training. Lead generation training sequence. Okay, over here, I'll just put a description. I will not do it now, but if I would have this live, I would type in this list is for everybody that joins through the .com website or something like that, so that later on you know and you are aware of what this sequence is for. Good. So now, if we want to create a sequence, we need to actually put a trigger. The trigger needs to be something like who will be getting those emails, who will be getting all this sequence that we'll be setting up now. So if you click on add a trigger, you can choose different tags, you can choose a list. So I want to choose a list because we created our list. We'll create a list of lead generation training. Okay, once you click on it, this is now added. So lead generation training list is the list of people who will be getting this sequence. Okay, or you can also do everybody that fills out the form lead generation training will get this email sequence. So let's just go with this. Okay, so everybody that fills out this form will be getting the sequence that we are setting up. So now we have the who. Now we need to put in the what. So the what is send an email, for example. We can just put it a little bit lower. So now when we click inside, we can construct this email. So the name of the broadcast, it will be called Welcome to the Lead Generation course or training. Okay. This will be the name of the email that will be showing up over here. So the gateway, the sender name, sender email, reply to, these will be changeable at a later point. We will have a different feature that will allow you to add on multiple different custom domains to be sending from. At this moment, this is not an option yet. Here we have the content, which is basically the subject of the email. It's like writing an email in Gmail or Yahoo or Outlook or whatever you are using to actually send out email. So the subject is the title of the email. We'll just put in welcome. You made right decision plus freebie. Okay, so I want to send them immediately a welcome email. If they signed up, they confirmed their that they want to actually hear from us again. They want to receive emails from us. I want to send them a welcome email, and I also want to give them a freebie. So this is what we are doing now. So let's just write in some gibberish text. Thank you for joining the lead. We'll just type in a bit quicker if I'm not speaking. Lead generation training. As I'll read out everything that I wrote. I just want to type it a bit faster, and I cannot do it. I cannot type fast when I'm talking. So we would like to give you a guide. Like to give you uh, okay. Perfect. So what I wrote in the email, thank you for joining the lead generation training. We are so glad you're here. We would like to give you an overview of what we will be covering during our training. To download the document, click here. Kind regards, David Lemon. So now we have our email written. We need to actually set up the email to be more personal. So what I would do is come over here and then put up some spaces in here, and I would say, hey, first name. So if John joins in, then I would say, hey, John, thank you for joining the lead generation program. We're so glad you're here. So a little bit more customization. You can do this using these dynamic variables that are here at the bottom of the page. I'll not overdo it. I'll just use one of these, which will be the first name. What I will also do is I will put a comma after it so that we have, hey, John, comma, thank you for joining on da da da. But now that we did this, we actually want to create or actually take take a freebie that we can send out. So what I usually suggest people to do, let me give you a bit of a background. Once GrooveMember will be a bit more updated with features, we'll have an option to actually upload documents to GrooveMember. This will be connected to GrooveCell as well. If somebody purchases something, you can send that file out from GrooveCell. This will be done through GrooveMember. At this moment in GrooveMember, we don't yet have, so just to confirm the date, it is 25th of September 2020. We don't yet have this option to upload files in there. So for now, what I do suggest for people is to have something like Dropbox or Google Drive or OneDrive for Microsoft, and to use that as your hosting, so you can upload your files over there, and then you just take the link. You take the link to the document, and you use this link to send out to your customers. Now, this is what I will do. I will be doing. I have a Google Doc, for example. I can send out this show and tell guide that I'm doing. So I can just use this, click share, and you decide here the permissions. If everybody that clicks this link can and change. Okay, so here you can click, anyone with the link is a viewer, or everyone with the link is a commenter or an editor. I just want them to view this document. Okay, so I will copy this link, and inside my sequence I will just choose to download the document. Click here. You can just do this one and then hyperlink it, or you can select the whole text, which I've seen a lot of people do. I'll just select this one and then hyperlink it. So there is a very it's a light gray chain icon. I'm not sure if you can see it on your side over here, but this is the link icon. It works the same as in any other email builder. So once you actually paste in the link, you click the save button, and now you have a hyperlink inside your email. So when you did this, you need to do one step, and this is to activate the send status. Okay, if you don't activate it, you can do it from here as well, but I suggest you to do it from here because it's much better. It immediately shows up as active. So what we've created now is trigger everybody that fills out the form, send them a welcome email, and this is how we set up the email with a freebie. Now you can do a time delay, like, okay, we send them out an email. We don't want to send out an email immediately after this, so let's just wait a couple of days. Let's just wait 1 day, 0 hours, and then send them another email. Okay, so you can click on the send an email and then just put it up over here. So this email will be anything. Like I will just fill it up with all kinds of nonsense because I just want it to be visible that what we can do. So we can put the first name, and then we can also do da 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 and so on and so on. Good. But now send status is immediately active because the first one, if it was activated, the next ones will be active as well. So we can just click in to do that. But because I don't want to wait 1 day to show you what happens, I just want to click over here, edit, and set it up as 1 minute. If actually it's not giving us the option to set up 1 minute, so let's just do it right after the previous step, just so that we see that it is getting delivered. Okay, so we'll wait. Actually, then the time delay doesn't make any sense, but let's just do it anyway. It doesn't matter. I wanted to do 1 minute, but we cannot because that is illogical for an email service to have after 1 minute send it out. What if the person doesn't even see it in that same exact minute? This is just for us for testing. So we'll just send it out immediately after the next step. Okay. Now, when you are finished, you can do all kinds of different things, but you clearly understand what it says. You can add a tag or remove a tag, subscribe to a list, and all kinds of different things. We'll be going into more advanced trainings at a later point, but for now, just make sure you need to press the save button. In case you don't press the save button, as you go out or click the exit, it will not be saved. Make sure you save it. This way, the status will be active. Now, when it says active, everybody that joins through our website will be getting this sequence. Okay, so let's just go onto our website again and fill it up with some more information just to test it out. What I will actually do is create another page, which will be our success page, because I didn't like that we sent people to the Facebook group. This was just a test, but let's just use this one for our success page. Okay. Thank you for confirming. Let's just do thank you. No need to complicate. Um, Actually, I'll leave the page as it is. I'll just rename it to thank you. Okay. Thank you. And then page URL will be ty, just to keep it short and simple. Perfect. So let's just publish this page. Now we have the main page and we have a thank you page. So we will need to go back to GrooveMail, and inside the forms settings, I want to set up the form that it redirects to the thank you page after somebody filled it out and not to the Facebook group. So success page, I want this one to be this link. Why? Okay, save and next. And send a welcome email. You can also set up a welcome email from here, but we set it up through a sequence. So let's just click save and next. We want to send this to these people and save and next, save and exit. Good. So we have one submission over here, and let's just test it out if it works or not. So we want to refresh this. Hopefully we have the thank you page in there as well, just to make sure. We'll open it again and then enroll me for free. So let's just see. So we already have one of my emails on here. So let me just open another one. I'll open it in a different account. Um, There we go. So now I have an account that we can use. So it will be loopslick.com, loopslick@gmail.com, and the first name will be Adam, last name Melon, and the website URL will be groovefunnels.com. Okay, anything. Good. We've submitted, and now we got a thank you. We thank you page where the people were redirected. So as you can see, we have the thank you page. Immediately, I have received, please confirm your subscription preferences. Now, when we click on this one, we are sent over to the Facebook group. Okay, this is something that we left set up. So hopefully now we will also receive the other emails from the sequence because we filled out this form. So once it appears, I'll just pull in that screen. But let's just have a look at where. Okay, so we have 2 active contacts now on our list. In our leads, we have Adam Mellon with this email address over here. Once we click on it, we can see his details over here. No tags added yet. This is the list that he is on. Okay, so there are no emails coming in yet. So what we can check, it usually takes a couple of minutes for the emails to be sent out, but let's just confirm. Okay. Not sure what happened there, but let's just change it to, okay, this is something new. Let's refresh and check again to edit the sequence. Lead generation training sequence. Yep, this is something that was unplanned. Good. So these things happen. It seems that I cannot go into editing this email. So let me just try to do the logical thing that I can, empty cache and hard reload. And this is something you should test yourself as well when you are working with new software like that, just to see if this is something that is an issue with the browser or not. Let's log in, log out. Okay, there we go. Good. Let's go back to sequences and see if we can do something with it. Yeah, no, it doesn't allow me. So what I will do, and this is just something that happens, we have pushed out an update, but something must have gone wrong when editing the sequence. Let me just do something else because I am actually interested now in, okay, so this is not something that I need to see. Training sequence. Just do another one and see if it changes if we do a trigger for a list. So the form, for some reason, I don't see it here yet inside my account. So let's just see if it works with the email. So I really wanted to send out that freebie, and this is how it works usually. So let's just give it another go. Over here, I'll just have a piece of lorem ipsum text, which is just a filler text. There we go. And now I can import it here this way. Okay, first name. Best regards, David. So I will link this one in to be this link. Save. Good. So subject, welcome plus freebie. preview. Okay, good. Inactive, let's put it to active. Done. Oh, we're missing the name. Welcome email. Good. Done. Okay, let's just leave it like this for now. Let's just see if this sends out the emails. Okay, and now here I want to actually send out the sequence to my list, and it says active. So now everybody that comes to our list should be getting this email. So let's just see if it works out. Let's open up our page again. And this just happens whenever you are doing something live. Something can happen, but it's on us to test it out. Email, let's just do, I want to put in an email that I have access to. So let's just see what emails I have here. I have this one. So lupia@gmail.com. First name, I ran out of fruits. So Jesse, watermelon. Okay. And the website will be GrooveFunnels. Let's just leave it like that. So this is thank you. I have received. Okay, so now it immediately sent out the two emails. Please confirm your subscription preferences, as you can see here, and also it sent out the lorem ipsum text with the link, and it immediately Google recognizes that the link is going to a Google sheet, so it actually works. I'm not pretty sure why it didn't send it out the first time, but as you can see, it works. It is sending out emails. Once you click on the link, it opens up the Google Docs. Nothing fancy about that. And here is our subscription preference, if that the people can click, and then this actually makes sure that the emails are something the people want to receive and not just sending spam. Okay, so it works. I need to double check with the devs on why that doesn't allow us to go back and edit it. Let's just see if this can be entered. Okay, so this one works. For some reason, the other one didn't work. We'll need to see why that happened. But for now, as you've seen, learning from my mistakes, be the wise person that learns from others' mistakes. And it is 25th of September, so we'll probably need to have a look at why that happened. But for now, you can just use everybody that to target the list. Everybody that comes to your list will be getting will be triggered by the sequence. So that is for now. If we have a look at the analytics here in the sequences, you can see the sequences. That is not an issue. You can also see the list. So we have 3 contacts on our lead generation list, and the analytics will be much more in depth. You will be able to see the detailed stats. It is not an option yet. Also on each of these sequences, this is coming soon. As you can see here, you'll be able to see the opens, how many people clicked on the email, how many people opened the email, and sort of things like that. Yeah, this is basically it. Now I wanted to show you one more thing. Let's just say that now you have a sequence: send one email today, then another email after 2 days, then another email after 3 days, and so on. In case you do that, this is done using the sequences. But in case you go to broadcast, you can send out an email. For example, tonight, special announcement, we have a webinar coming in. So let's just create a campaign. Let's just create this broadcast, which is just a one-off email or of some sort, that you can send out in case you just want to inform your users about something, in case you don't want to um, don't want to stop the sequence from being sent out and then send out this announcement, but you, while the sequence is going, you can send them a separate email. So this is broadcast. So let's just have a look. Special lead generation training tonight. Okay, I'll just use this as a description just to make it a bit faster. Send by email, of course. Later on, as I mentioned, we will be able to change the sender details. And here, who is included here? Everybody that is subscribed to list lead generation training list. Okay, you need to make sure you click the add button, but for now, everybody that has a tag or that added to a segment, we will be going into more details on that later on in later videos, but for now let's just use this. So we have 3 leads on this list, lead generation training list. Okay, so we want to click save and next, and here is where we can type in and construct our email. So you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. I think it's a mystery email that people would be willing to open. So then you can say, hey, first name, I wanted to inform you about our special training that is happening tonight. Here is the link to join. Be sure not to miss it. Kind regards, David. Okay, here's the link to join. I want to hyperlink it. Okay, and what link will I use? Well, tonight we do have a training, which is a special training with Donna Fox, moi, and we have another guest that will be joining us today. This post you could have seen inside the Facebook, but Facebook group, but here is the post about it. So this is the Groove Digital presents with some sort of a with Donna, and as you see, as she said, oh yeah, some dude named Orange or Grapefruit, some citrus guy will be there too, or whatever. Okay, so this is the link I want to copy, and I will put it here in my link. Perfect. So I'm finished with this one. So we can go and save it next. Now you can save it as a draft, schedule it for later whenever you want to send it, and let's just say send it now. Okay, save and next. Special lead generation training tonight. That's the title of it, and hopefully it is being sent. So let's just have a look. It says in process. It stays in process for a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes actually, because it is working now on sending out the emails. So I'll have a look at your comments in the meantime, and then we will have a look if it was sent out or not. Okay. People are saying that they had similar errors when testing. Very good. We'll have to look at that. What happened to you always happened to me. Can't edit or delete broadcast. Very annoying. They're pending forever. Let's just have a look. Okay, it says sent. So let's just refresh. Okay. Here we go. You don't want to miss this. So the new update also fixed the broadcast. So Rafael, you shouldn't have anything like this happening before anymore. Not before. You can send out broadcasts. Let's just have a look. Hey David, I wanted to inform you about the special training tonight. Here's the link. Be sure not to miss it. Kind regards, David. I no longer want to receive emails from David Lemon. Da, 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 da. So once you click on it, this is the link that was sent out, and this is the registration to go to webinar for tonight's Q&A with Donna Fox. So there you go, guys. This was a short introduction and creating the first campaigns in GrooveMail. We had a little snafu over there with editing a sequence that didn't go quite well. I really wanted to show you guys how to do it, but for some reason it just not cooperating. We'll need to have a look why that happens. But the sequence that we created, the second one that we created very quickly, went out and it is active now. You can delete it. I'm not quite sure if we will be able to delete this one that is giving the error. Let's just give it a go. Yeah, it went out. Also, you can delete broadcasts. As Rafael was saying, you cannot delete the broadcast. This was fixed now, so you can actually archive it. And this is basically now done. So there you go, guys. GrooveMail is up and running. What is coming next? So now, as you've seen, we have forms that we created. At this moment, we don't have options to edit the colors and the styling of the forms. What we are working on is for the next week to have HTML forms which will be editable inside GroovePages. So it will be kind of an integration that you have here with MailChimp and things like this. It will be GrooveMail, so you'll be actually able to design your own forms inside GroovePages to look exactly as the other forms we have. Also, let me just open GroovePages here. This type of integration, it will allow you to use the templates that we have. At this moment, as you've seen, what I did is I used an embed code to embed the form on a pop-up. But from the next week, hopefully you will not need to do that. You will be able to just bring in your integration from GrooveMail and design the forms that appear on the templates. Like, for example, let's just find a nice one over here. So this is a template that you can use, and you'll be able to create your own buttons, your own designs, your own everything, and this will be tied into GrooveMail. So that is something that is coming. Also, we'll have automation soon and different sender options and things like this. So a lot more is coming, but we just need to give the devs a little bit more time to do that. So I will try to answer your questions now. Okay, Lucian is asking some questions. I believe you have all your questions answered during the training. Do we have to set the sequence at the form level or not? So when you're setting the sequence, it seems that at this moment, the form, when you set it up by the form, it doesn't work. For now, you set it up with your list and then it will be all good. Can we use tags first name in the subject lines? I don't think so. This is not something that is dynamic at this moment. The titles are not a feature yet, but that's a good thing to have at a later date, I believe. So if you want, you can go ahead to feedback.groovefunnels.com and you can request this feature. This is good to have though. So GrooveMail feature request, make sure you come on there and then request it here. So let's have a look at what else we have here. Question, you rock. Thank you very much. Can I install my own HTML website template? I purchased this is not relevant to this training, but you can install it, but you cannot edit it. Yes. When the analysis reports will be available, please. I don't have an estimated date on that one. When will the upload to GrooveMember will be ready? I don't have a date on that one. Is this where we set up the texting as well? The texting with GrooveMail will be coming soon. This is something we are integrating Twilio into our system. So that will be coming soon. Everybody's asking about changing the emails, and I answered that one. So sender options will be available inside GrooveMail. It will be one of these buttons. There will be I believe, a button below the forms which will say senders. It will be a whole system where you can add on new email addresses to be sending from. So in case you have multiple different projects, multiple different websites, multiple different businesses, and you want to have multiple different sender emails, that will be an option there. It is not an option yet, but it is coming, and I've seen how it works, and it is great. It will actually, to confirm the sender, you will receive a link to your email. So let's just say now I want to connect David at groovestars.com, even though this domain is probably used by somebody else. I have an email with that domain. So in order to activate David, this basically email address, I will receive an email to my inbox, which I need to click the link, the activation link. Very similarly, that happens to confirming the subscription preferences. Once this is done, GrooveMail will recognize that the sender has confirmed, so you are able to use that sender email address from then. That is coming. It is being worked on. It is just not deployed yet because I believe it is not ready. Bum, bum, bum. Great. There's not a lot of questions, and this is great because people were following, I believe. Did you say we can include HTML within our emails now? Yes. So when you're creating your emails, let's just go into, for example, this broadcast. Yeah, it was sent out, so I cannot change it anymore. But let's just go into the sequence, training sequence. Okay. So if you go into the email, okay, and then here, let me see. There was a toggle switch over here. I'm not seeing it anymore, but I know that it is happening and it is showing up in the broadcast. When you're doing the forms, when you're editing the forms, or when you're editing the broadcast, you can clearly see it there. Let me just do something here. Account, that's fine. Communication, let's just choose one of these. And then here in the message, you see there is a toggle switch, view HTML. Then you can paste in your HTML code, and this will be an HTML email. Then it will not be just a normal textual email. Lucian, I explained this one. There will be an option later on. At this moment, it's not. Slightly unrelated, but how do you put form field elements side by side? This I will not be doing this one tomorrow. We have a 12-hour Q&A session, so make sure you're there and you can ask it there. Hi David, I add new form like you did website. Where can I see it? It mean if my client already signed up, where can I look up their website if they filled in the form? So this is now being recorded inside GrooveMail. There will be an add-on to the leads. So when you will click in the leads, it will be showing as one of these options over here. So for example, Jesse Watermelon, we will be able to go in and see his details and also these custom fields that he filled out. At this moment, it is not showing up. We will have custom fields. Everything that these people filled out will be showing up here. At this moment, it is not yet available. It is going to be added at a later date, but it is being recorded. So everybody that filled out any form, any type of form, is being recorded by GrooveMail. Great. Is the send later feature also working now? I'm not quite sure. I haven't tested it out. If you're talking about the delay in the sequences, that is working. But in case you're talking about the broadcast, send later, and then you choose a date, I didn't test that. Okay, so this one was answered. Is form field validation built in for GrooveMail forms? Um, Good question. I didn't see this one over here. I believe it will be an option with the GroovePages connection, because GroovePages have the validation in there. If you're thinking about a proper validation so that it checks if this is an active email or not, that is not built in. But in case you're talking about just to see if at gmail.com or actual proper email was put in, that is going to be done through GroovePages for now. I don't know the proper information about later and GrooveMail. Good. So guys, that is it. I really want to wrap this up for now. I hope you learned something new. I hope you saw what GrooveMail can do. There was a little issue back there that we sorted. You've seen it's working. There are a little bit of things that are missing in there, but the core principles, the core platform is working. It's sending out emails, it's collecting the leads, is creating your lists, and this is the most important. You can also create your sequences and create a sequence of tens and hundreds of emails that are being sent out. And I believe I will be testing that out more deeply in the future, of how many emails can I actually put in a sequence. That would be a great video to create. But for now, thank you very much. I really do hope you will come to this training tonight with Donna Fox, with the Citrus guy, and the special guest that we want to introduce you to. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you in this training. Thank you. Bye now.